Hi guys, welcome to Gone Home. Um, I know nothing about this game. I do know it is an older game. When I looked up to see how long this game was, I saw that Jacksepticeye played it about 12 years ago. So I'm a little late to the party, but that's okay. It seemed like a very interesting game. It seems like a nice-ish game from what I read about it. There's nothing chasing you, nothing making you try to figure things out quickly. It's go at your own pace and try to figure it out. So that's pretty cool. So we are going to get into this and see what it's about. All right, and let's go. Use the arrow keys to walk, look around using mouse. Okay.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Okay. June 7th, 1995. That is loud. Uh, Hold on, because that is very, very loud. So I'm just gonna... Okay. Like, I'm trying to, but... I want to say that should be fine. Whoa. That's weird. It's like going from one headphone to the other. Hold right mouse or left shift to look closer. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. Oh. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. So, brother, I'm guessing. Okay, so I guess I need to look for a key. No. Hmm. Ah. Press right mouse or left shift to examine held object. There we go. Press 1 or I to check contents of your backpack. Oh. So we got the passport. the boarding pass. And now the key. Okay. Whoa. That was loud. I don't know why I'd grab the tissue boxes if I don't really need them. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. Movers. So from to Terrence, here to Boone. Okay.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm in a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
At the new house, added to your backpack. Okay. Okay, journal entries. Okay. I'm guessing that's the mom. Okay. Front hall. Jacket. Jan, I guess? Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this time. No, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year when we were miserably fantasizing about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some. Okay. I was like, am I reading that right? Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Wyoming. Or Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl sighting. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Kate left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous. Right back soon. I miss you, Rumi. Carol. Alright. Is that the only thing? Yeah, okay. Oh, there's a side. There's nothing up here that I can... I get... Okay. Ooh, they have a little sugar skull. That's cool. Nice little tidbit right there. Okay, well that's locked. Nothing. Nothing.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. Alright. So Sam's sister, Sam is not here. There we go. I keep hearing something in the background, and it's like a news thing, and I don't know what it's from, what I turned on that I'm hearing this. Anyways, welcome, new student. We hope that you are excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. One sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods, one line notebook per period, or one large notebook with 6 divided sections, at least 6 pens, blue or black ink, and 6 pencils, one box of colored pencils, a standard combination lock for your assigned locker, a nutritious lunch, or $2.50 for a lunch provided by the school cafeteria, and a positive attitude. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon, and again, welcome. Beth Valance, principal. So I'm guessing it was this sister's principal.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Sent. It's one of the postcards this person sent. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I have done many Parisian things, including eating Le Petit Déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favorite sister. Love you all. Kate or Katie. Mom, Dad, and Sam. 1 Arbor Hill, Boone Country, or 97141 USA. Weird. Okay. There's an obituary. Oscar Doc Mason. Oscar Mason, 60, of Boone Country, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Mason was born, okay. Pharmacy at a young age and deceased. Ah. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as his in spirit the people of Boone Country. County. I say country and I meant county, to whom he provided wellness and comfort. Okay, so the character I'm playing as father was the nephew to him, which this is probably his house, maybe? See, they say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD/CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular Pioneer combination compact. Okay. Close drawer, open drawer, close. Nothing. You can do better. Okay, what if JFK wasn't JFK? JFK president. Lebanese. Huh. The killing of JFK, a theory. You've seen the movie Discover the Truth. Okay. Ooh, I don't know what the combination is. Okay, how do I... There we go. I was like, how do I get away from that? Let's see. No. Trying to see if one of these has... Let me try that. Where's the shot? Nothing. Oh, no, I want to see what this is. Electrical inspection form. Terrence Greener, labor. Does the entire electrical system meet local standards? Yes. Are there any deficiencies which need correcting? Unclear. Wiring in the house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added into structure over the last 100 years. System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink on out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupt circuits wired directly behind the surface. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. Okay. Oh, it's like a library. Okay. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth. From the editing standpoint, there's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and I don't even know how to pronounce that. Something from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of their hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time, and he's the boss. So I'm giving you one more shot on this say-so. You should write him to a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. Brent Kurtwood, Reviews Editor, Home Theater Aficionado Magazine. Alright. A Stranger Under My Roof. For parents of teens. Okay. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were laying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts. Even though that place was a million miles away, no, he blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet. Vomited onto his feet. Okay. His bare feet. He stared at it. He stared for a moment. Processing his sick-flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic, then thin fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom. What is this game? What am I reading? Was embellisoned with the phrase matter transference operator. Then he passed out. Okay, that's weird. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages had passed before, but now that's misspelled. But now a man. They needed him now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear. what to procure, what to construct from it. I don't know. I don't even know if that's spelled right. How to assemble it, so he made the machine. How to transport him bodily across time, and now he stood there on the bridge of the starship ship Archimedes, end of the vessel, because only he who had saved the predestined's life twice before could helm the crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. Whoa. The spelling started to just go. That is something. I will say that. That's what I've been hearing.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions.
Thank you. Press Control to crouch. Hmm. Another closet. I guess I can't grab that. Videos. More books. Okay. The X-Files. 95. Alright. Family Matters, Unsolved Mysteries, Diagnosed Murder, Mantis, Lucy Show, Strange Luck, Boy Meets World. Look at that. Step by Step. The X-Files. Labyrinth, like the movie. Hey, I'm here for that. Full House. RoboCop. Walker, Texas Ranger. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Coupons. Another library of sorts? Oh. It's like a room to come and like drink or just chill. Reproductive system worksheet. Alright. See me. Oh, okay. Reproductive system worksheet. The menstrual cycle. A novella. Okay. The early morning of December 1st, 1939. Essa Gates stares at the window of the train as it travels from Vienna. Louise in the assault veteran forces. Okay. It's alive. See me. It's a see me. Okay. Interesting. Kate, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Okay. Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm going to kick your butt. Get ready. Okay.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked,
For the attic.
I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Okay, so apparently I found a crumpled paper that said about the addict. And something about the mom. Let's see. Notice a temporary personnel transfer to aid the upcoming burn operation of the ranger with expertise. Okay. Jesus, I don't think I can read that. Couples something. Cooking class. Ballroom dancing. The couple sings out. The ballroom's out. Cooking class is still there. Cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. Yeah, I don't know what the top one is. I think it's couples something. Bowling? So that's probably the moms, if anything. For Sam. Love thing. Cherry bomb. Oh, okay. It's like a...
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know. I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Okay. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Green Bear, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Kate, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. I got a lisp all of a sudden when I read the Samantha part. I'm guessing this is the sister's light room. Oh, I think that's the one that was like out in the hall. Don't know what the combination is. Whoa. More games. Oh. Okay. So for Chun-Li and how to do certain things. Got it. Hi, Lenny. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. It's what all the cool kids are doing. I've decided, or something decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages on their beepers, but we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. Okay. Your drawing of cats was so good that I added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing though. Haha, I like it. How did you know they were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking at Mr. Something right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like his secret shame is he watches 90210 religiously. I'll ask him about it after class. He said he doesn't have cats and also that he's never watched 90210, but I could see it in his eyes he was lying. Alright. There we go. Name, Samantha, year 11, Fletcher, 5th, shop, metalwork engraving, C-. Not a challenging assignment, metal plaque for family portrait, reasonable subject but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling of edges should show more pride in work. Okay. This is the one me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it's done. Okay. Nail polish. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Huh. English creative writing. 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for the first year at Reed. Cool. I don't know why it says put it back, and I try to put it back, and it just throws it. I found the offspring. Oop, paper. I guess this is her writing, maybe? Interesting. Mitten. So I guess they had a dog? I still don't know what the... Whoa. That's trippy. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we make fun of him for liking it. My mom's supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it is pretty hardcore, I guess. Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15, okay? Don't barf. Haha, alright, see you then. A burger barfing. Got it. Bathroom. Oh, hair dye.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the Channel. This is my second passage through the Channel. I am on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the Channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Kate. I didn't mean to throw it. Okay, hold on. Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Willie Nelson. Okay, sure. Okay, there are drawers that are open here. Aw, Mitten. Oh, I guess Mitten was a cat. Bookmark. Three-wing binder. Let's see. Open drawer, read letter. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. You get used to each other and then each other. You live your own lives in the same house. The kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over whatever's distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as for Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled something. Controlled something. I don't know what that says. That sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new something I hate that I can't really read cursive very well. This new something they sent, that's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick, you have to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything. Oh, Ranger. That's what it is. This new Ranger they sent. You have to tell me everything and send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry is out of his slump. And in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Carol. So I'm comprehending that apparently the parents have issues. The sister probably had issues also. And probably up and decided to just leave. That's what I'm getting at. From what I'm like seeing and like not really like the journal entries we're getting, it's giving me that she like up and probably left. Like, that's what it's giving me. Like, the parents aren't here. Kate. Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. See, what I'm reading, like, how I'm reading it and everything, it sounds like she left. Like, she's not here. Ghost Hunter Journal. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. Alright. Hey, Sam, you're asking what my JROTC ribbons meant. Here is a handy guide. Orienteering. This means the Army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team. The Army has branded me as a certified killing machine. Adventure training. I am a born adventurous and no borders can hold me. The Army recognizes this. You didn't think I was cool before, now you do. Lonnie D. Okay. There's like a lot of reading in this. But stands to reason based on... So all of my stuff is just in here. Along with like other boxes, I guess. Interesting. Another tape thing. An exam form. That's pretty. Let's see. Halloween show. Don't forget your costume. The Misfits, they're awesome. Lonnie. Okay.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, How do you like your first show? I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner and I found a secret passage and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Oh my god, I have got to see this. We're skipping 6th. I think I'm in the sewing room, if I'm not mistaken. Give me a second. As I stated before, my dog is a glutton for water, and if I don't say anything, he will drink too much, and then it will just come out. Best way to explain that. So, I was in Mom and Dad's room, bathroom, the closet, so I guess it leads from the closet. I will have to check that out. Cool, it is marked on my map. Got it, got it. I guess it's a costume. Yep, that's what it is. Let's see. No. Let's go back to here. Aha. Whoa. Ghost Hunter Seminole Secret House Investigation Log. Hidden compartments found 3. Library upstairs hall foyer. Evidence of the supernatural. Discovered 0. The search continues. So the foyer is the bottom. So here it leads to the library. There's one there. And then there's one down here. And then where her room is, right across. Okay. Cool. They are marked in my map. Fantastic. Wait a minute. I was in here. So it led me to the office. Dad's office. It led me back downstairs. Okay. Sure. Why not? Let's go back upstairs. There's also one apparently across from her room, but I think it might be on the other side. Oh. Okay, 2 open, number, turn left, number. Okay, cool. Hello? Who are you? Yeah, no, we're leaving that there. Where's the other one? That leads downstairs. Sam's room. Okay. Foyer. Okay. Think I just need to go back downstairs? Aha. Cool. Okay, I got the locker combo. Oh, I guess it's like something she wrote also. Now that I have that, I think I could get into that locker thing she has in her room. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Okay, first, let's see. To open, turn right 3 times, stop on first number, which is a 0. Turn left once number to... Oh, okay. Turn left 1 full turn passing first number to stop at second number. Turn right and stop on third number, pull shackle. Hold on. Turn right 3 times, stop on the first number. Turn left 1 full turn passing first number, stopping on the second number. Let's see if I can figure that out. Oh. 0, 50, I forgot what the other one was. 051. 051. Cool. Right. Alright. Gosh, Sam. Tiki.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different.
Lonnie.
She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Got it. I thought that's where that was heading. This? No, that's a closet. This door. I got a key, and it's for the basement. Where is the door? Did I not open all the doors? Oh, you know what? No, I didn't. There's one at the end of this hall that I didn't open. Let's see. Oh. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it was for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie. A fancy man. Quiet. Dear Miss DeSoto, allow me to take the opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate. Following the aforementioned meal with my parents, your family's Thanksgiving feast, was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who is a lovely woman with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again, same time next year, shall we? Indeed, Madam Samantha Greenbear. Okay. Potato chips. And what am I looking for? Let's see.
It's
Got it.
different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around, well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Okay. There's oh man, one of my old sex ed assignments. Okay. Well, that's the furnace. Reed College, Office of Admissions and Financial Aid, Samantha Greenbear. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I am pleased to inform of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community based on your portfolio and academic record. I am also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. The attached document delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the three Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission and best wishes from all of us at Reed College. Sincerely, Julie Morris, Director of Admissions.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Oh. Guess I gotta hold it. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognize my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear and that which he fears. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime store science fictional die ex machina. The greater authors speak of their life's milieu in clear and honest tones, the lens crystal that refracts their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifact a farce. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement, Richard Greenbear, PhD. All right. Citizenship? Okay. Alright. Oh, Canada. Okay. Jeez, this is a huge downstairs. Hey Sam, I'm writing you from Multum something Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't think if anyone running this school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy and shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop of shit. Here you something L. Solani maybe?
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
I think I found another. And comic book. This one's for you, Gossman. Kicking against the patriarch. Well, alright. Cool. Where the hell did this lead me? Ah. Okay. Oop. There we go. Let's see. And of course that's empty. Another bag of potato chips. Girl justice now. Dear Miss Greenbear, I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative and was well written, but it does not change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward and there has been no convincing evidence as to whom might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place. Sincerely, Principal Sheldon Grossman. Okay.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Okay. That's a light of mom and dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number one, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know, they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard a peripheral. Costumes, skeletons, and devils, cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, one girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. Alright. Well, this is the one I couldn't open over here. I couldn't open this one. Ow! There's a lever. Of course there is. Oh. That led me back into the room I'm supposed to be in. Got it. Did that close it? Yeah, it did. Interesting. Okay, let me go back down. Because I just so happened to walk that way. Let's see, because I was over here. Looked at that. Okay. Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scout, set list.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Well, that sucks. There's just firewood in there. I don't have the whoa. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Huh. Roar. That's kind of loud. Eject. Hey there. Okay. Dear Sam, today's Spanish lesson. Fly, mosca. Sunbeam. I don't. Rayo de sol. Hubcap. Tapacubos. Your love, tu amor. Dear Sam, I'm so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico. I think probably the nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about algebra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. Okay, enough of that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. Amor, Lonnie. Okay. X-ray specs. Okay. There's nothing there. Okay. Books. Okay, I could go back this way then. Back over here. It was this way because that's the other one that led to the room. I didn't close it right. Alrighty. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Got it. Sam, this skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3. American. I love it. Merry Xmas. I miss you. Treasure it always. Oh, is it like a... Well, never mind. Let's see. And there we go. Hi Jen, I got 2 tickets for Earth, Wind, Fire on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again, so that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? Rick. Oop, wrong. So are we saying the mom's probably having a, you know, disciplinary referral? Office, period 2, grade 11. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Phone call to students' parents at a school suspension. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand that what you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again. Dad.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them. because they're in for one very long phase.
Got it. Don't give up on this, honey. There's nothing I can grab. Well, I could grab the plate, but I don't see the point of that, but let's grab it. No. So that's what it was. That's probably another reason why she left, if you're thinking about that in that sense. There we go. I was like, how do I turn the lights? Playing cards. Sam's schedule, working at Crown Burger on Friday. Invitation, Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Boyer requests the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret, to Mr. Richard Morris. That's not what I wanted. Nope. Close that. Put that back. No, put it back. It's not like I could eat in this game, at least I don't think. Oh, that's up there for some reason. Samantha and Daniel were in the woods one day. It was very sunny, and they were on a venture, but they went to the something part of the woods, and it got dark. Daniel said, "Are you scarred?" Okay, this is a kid writing. So Samantha said, "No, are you?" They something and went more into the bad part. Then they went to a part they were never there before, and there was a ship, a pirate ship, I guess that's what it meant to say, on an ocean. Samantha said, "It'll be the captain and you be the first mate." Daniel said, I captain, and they went on the...
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie, and then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
Kate comes home this month. We'll call with exact date. Can't make it. Send regards. Rick's wedding. Anniversary trip. Charity something pickup. Basement noon. Dentists for Sam. Trail hike. Did I come back when they're like not here? On your new position. I guess they're renovating in here? I'm taking it that they're renovating or something. That's the only explanation I could have for it. Okay. So she threw that away. There's a bike. There's a note. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary, June 3rd through 7th. We will be camping in the George, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry, the kitchen is still mid-renovation. I was right about the renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. Okay. That answers that. I was correct about the renovations. Okay. Well, booted out Girl Scout. A going away show for Lonnie, all ages, Saturday tonic.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage. When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore. We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried, and she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
I didn't even look right here. Hey Lonnie, sorry my mom was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home she takes it out on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. It's okay, I know she's just jealous of our cool and free-willing lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho-Christian, and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool, living in Florida with him as her eternal punishment in my mind. So, you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? No. In español. Okay. Promotion thing again. Ooh. Thursday program. Investigation team events camp whose specialists helped adolescents overcome deviant behavior and homosexuality. Oh.
Katie, you know how Mom and Dad are. Not exactly super open-minded about things. It feels like every minute I don't spend with Lonnie, I spend worrying about them finding out about us. And what would happen if they did? You know Dad's joke about the nunnery that he'd tell whenever he brought boys around the old house? I wonder where he'd want to send me.
I got the attic key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Close that. Jeez, you walk slow. Alright. Now we can go up to the attic. I still can get into certain things, and I just don't know where those things are. Sam, I will always remember what we had. Stay strong. I love you, Lonnie.
Oh my god. Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the 3rd one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us. And that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us. And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes. Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love, Sam.
I think this was really well done. Hold on. Just gonna lower that a little bit since it's a little on the loud side. There we go. You see, I don't know if this game is supposed... For some reason, when I was looking up how long this game was, it was showing me that it was, like, way longer. I guess if you're trying to open, like, the safe or the thing in the dad's office, I can see why it would take you a while. This is a good game. I liked it. I can see why the people said it's kind of like a puzzle game, but not as extreme as one. Like, you can do things and it'll still lead you to things, and I enjoyed it. It was a nice little game. I didn't think I would get through it in one sitting, but I'm happy I did. I'm happy I kept going. I wonder if I can just, like, skip this. Okay, cool. As I was saying, the story is nice because considering, 1995, it wasn't an acceptable thing. People weren't going to accept the fact that you were gay or lesbian or so forth. And I mean, now it's more acceptable, but there are still people who are bigots about it, and they won't. They're not open-minded. And I mean, in all honesty, if you love who you love, who am I to say otherwise? Who are you as a person to say otherwise? It's not interfering with your life. It's not interfering with anybody's life. I mean, it's their life. You leave them alone. You go do what you need to do. They'll do what they need to do, and that's that. That's how I see it. But this is a very good, nice game. It's a sweet game. It's about this girl's sister who basically is by herself after the sister goes on a year-long trip to Europe and ends up moving into this house and becomes friends with someone that she ends up falling for. And she leaves to go and be with her. Because, I mean, her parents aren't going to be supportive and so forth, so she's sorry she doesn't get to see the sister, but she's doing this for herself, and I mean, what more could you ask? The sister finds out, the sister understands what's going on, and I think it was a good game. It was a good way of ending this game. It's nice. There's no horror aspect to this. There's no, like, oh my god, this and this. It's a refreshing game to play, considering what I've played. So, yeah, it's a nice game. I'm glad it only took me the one sitting to get through all the way to the end, and I'm happy with it. It's giving me a nice little, like the Forget-Me-Not game I played. Forget-Me-Nots, where it dealt with Alzheimer's and dementia and so forth of a person losing who they are to other people. But yeah, this was a good game. This is an, story of a girl falling for a girl and just wanting to be happy. I liked it, and I know it's an older game, but if you enjoyed what you saw, want to see if you could go through it or find out other little tidbits of this game, I say give it a try. So, thanks for joining me in playing Gone Home. I hope you guys catch my Twitch channel where I am playing Night in the Woods. If you don't get to, those videos will be uploaded here on YouTube later. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all of that. Thanks, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this nice little game. And I will check you out in the next one. Okay. I will see you later. Bye.